We then got into an argument and he said that I prioritized another guy over him and that my friend is a grown man who could have waited until the next morning to have me come over. His rage grew when I couldn't tell him what the emergency was that ruined what was meant to be a special day, even though that's my friend's personal information and is not my business to share. I felt that was very insensitive of him to not understand why I had to go and be there for a good friend of mine, and yeah, we lost a bit of money for tickets, but we can just reschedule. But I can see why he's frustrated, as it's our first anniversary and we had planned this for months. I also got angry at him for being insensitive, which only heated the argument and made it worse. It's been a few days since the fight and he's still being frosty to me, waiting for me to apologize, and now I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I handled it right. What should I do now? Has anyone experienced anything similar? Relevant comments. Was this something that could have waited another day? No, my friend had a big argument with his dad, and without going into lots of detail, my friend struggles with alcohol problems, so I went over to help smooth things over and give him someone to talk to and distract him, as he was very upset. When my friend asks for emergency support, I don't ask questions, I just go. How could I have enjoyed my night knowing he was struggling? Update. It took me a while, but I realized I was in the wrong and I didn't prioritize correctly. I came off pretty defensive at first, but after thinking about what people said, I shouldn't have been. I apologized to my boyfriend and told him nothing like this would ever happen again. He's still pretty mad, but after a serious conversation about setting boundaries between me and this friend, he's willing to move past it. He did say if it happens again or I cross any boundaries with this friend, then he's gone and won't be coming back, so it obviously did affect him more than I thought. I'm willing to respect this and try to consider his feelings more while still being there for my friend. We have rebooked our tickets and dinner for next weekend, and hopefully it can still be special. What I will say is the emergency message I got from my friend at the time didn't have much detail, so I didn't know how serious it was. Obviously, when I got to his place, he was very upset, but it wasn't life and death, and in hindsight it could have waited until the next morning. I'm not trying to make any excuses. I care for my boyfriend very much and I'm happy we've got this resolved. Talking about my friend's alcoholism made me realize that I needed to give him the resources to help himself, which I will do if he's open to it. I've never had someone I care about deal with alcohol issues and was a bit naive to think I could help him without professionals. I spoke to my friend on the phone this morning, even though he was very defensive, he agreed to meet with me to talk about the next steps for him in getting help. His dad is threatening to kick him out of the house, so I think that was a bit of a wake-up call for him. Also, I don't believe my friend had any malicious intent when he asked for my help and won't be cutting him off like some of you suggested. I think healthy boundaries to prevent any misunderstandings will do. Anyway, we're moving on from this now.